GMG Academy presents English Grammar Success with Composition. Please subscribe our YouTube channel God Motivation German Lijojishi. Please share to others. വീണ്ടും ഞങ്ങൾ നിങ്ങളെ വെൽക്കം ചെയ്യുന്നു ഞങ്ങളുടെ ക്ലാസ്സുകളിലേക്ക്. ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൻ്റെ ഗ്രാമറിനെ കുറിച്ചും ഈസിയായി എങ്ങനെ കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യാം എന്നതിനെ കുറിച്ചുമാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ ഇന്ന് പഠിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. കറക്റ്റ് വേർഡ് ഓർഡർ എ സെൻറ്റൻസ്. Grammar classes. Success with composition. Let us recall. A sentence is a group of words which makes complete sentence. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. For example, an apple is a fruit. The cow gives us milk. Subject and predicate. Let us understand. Lijo runs fast. Jishi is reading. Cows eat grass. Birds fly in the sky. Boys are eating ice creams. In this sentence, we speak about Lijo. In a sentence, the person or thing we speak about is called the subject. The predicate mostly begins with the verb. India is a great country. The house is beautiful. His axe fell into the river. The wind is blowing. Some boys were flying kites. I can speak English. Am, is, are, has, have. Let us recall. Am is used with I in the present tense. Is used with the singular nouns in the present tense. Are is used with the plural nouns in the present tense. Has is used with the singular nouns in the present tense. Have is used with the plural nouns in the present tense. Have is also used with I and you in the present tense. Let us understand. If the subject changes singular to plural, then the verb must also change. For example, Lalita has a blue school bag. We have a pet dog. You and I have new shoes. I am fond of games. She is fond of dolls. We are fond of each other. You are fond of music. He is fond of dancing in the rain. They are fond of watching TV. The present continuous tense. Let us recall. Compare the following. I play. He plays. You play. I am playing. He is playing. You are playing. What is the difference between I play and I am playing? The verb am playing indicates that the action is going on now. In the present, it indicates a continuous action. Just play indicates an action that is not continuous. A verb showing an action that is going on or continuing at the present time is said to be in the present continuous tense. We add is, are, am plus verb plus ing to show that the action is still going on. The simple past tense. Let us recall. Actions which take place in the past are said to be in the simple past tense. We usually add or ed to the present tense verbs to form their past tense verbs. Present tense, past tense. Present tense, I love. Past tense, I loved. Sometimes we change the verb completely to form their past tense verbs. Present tense. I go, they tell, you buy, we think. Past tense. I went, they told, you bought, we thought. Sometimes we do not change the verbs to form their past tense verbs. Present tense. I beat, we read, you hurt, they cut. Past tense. I beat, we read, you hurt, they cut. The possessives. Let us understand the following sentences. The boy's book was on the table. The king's horse was white. Mary's dog was called Morty. The baby's feet were thin. This form is called the possessive case of nouns because it is used to show possession. Adverbs. Let us recall. An adverb is a word which adds to the meaning of a verb. The bird sang sweetly. Harry came yesterday. The sun shines everywhere. Study the adverbs in these sentences. He behaved foolishly. The old woman walked slowly. They ran fast. They rode well. The soldiers fought bravely. Tina writes neatly. The adverbs foolishly, slowly, fast, well, bravely, and neatly show how or the manner in which an action is done. Prepositions. Let us recall. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to show in what relation the person or thing denoted by the noun stands to something else. The words in, of, from, at, to, with, in front of, under, behind, between, over, on, near, beside, around, through, until, till, towards, into, by, for, and next to are some examples of prepositions. Study the use of prepositions in the following sentences. He came at sunset. At an early hour this morning, the hall was full of noise. In this month, many famous persons have died. He was born in 1910. He lives in Delhi. He lives at Panaji in Goa. I met him at Kurukshetra in Haryana. The essay was written by me with a pen. The tree was cut down by the men with an axe. We sat on the ground. The cat sprang upon the mouse. He is in his room. He fell into the river. He will return in a week. He will return within a week. Conjunctions. Let us recall. A conjunction is a word which is used to join words or sentences together and joins words and sentences that are similar. Mother and father both like coffee. He sells mangoes and oranges, but joins words and sentences that are opposite to each other in nature. Father is a Punjabi, but mother is a Kashmiri. Anil goes to school, but Asha stays at home. Or joins words and sentences that show a choice. They speak in Punjabi or Dogri. Work hard or you will fail in the examination. Let us understand. Words like because, since, if, when, and while are also conjunctions. For example, do not talk while eating. It was raining when I came from school. I did not eat much because the food was spicy. Since it is raining, I cannot go to school. Study well if we want to pass. Eat well if we want to stay healthy. Questions. Let us recall. Sentences that ask something are called questions. Questions begin with a capital letter and end with a question mark. What, why, where, when, which, do, and how are question words. These are used to begin questions. Words like may, can, shall, and will are also used to ask questions. Am, is, or, do, does, have, has, and had are also used to ask questions. Which school do you study in? Where do you live in the city? When do you do your homework? Who is your best friend? Why are you late to school today? How do you come to school? Do you enjoy reading English? Have you bought any new comic? Are you interested in sports? Will you come with me to the market? Punctuation. Let us understand. The most common marks of punctuation are the comma, the colon, the question mark, the quotation marks, the semicolon, the full stop, the mark of exclamation. The comma marks the shortest pause. It is used to separate a series of words of the same part of speech. As Jay, Virat, Ragesh, and Suresh met me on the road. He lives a noble, honest, and vicious. The mark of exclamation is used after an exclamatory sentences. As well done, warlike. Quotation marks or inverted commas are used to enclose the exact words of a speaker. My father said, time is money. I am fine and happy, he said. Use of capital letters. A capital letter is used to begin every new sentence as he came to see me last night. His sister Jyoti was also with him. Proper nouns as Rama lives in Mumbai. The words such as oh God, the first word of sentence put within the inverted commas. As she said, this lesson is hard to learn. Letter writing. We write letters to express our feelings to our friends and relatives when we are away. 30 Park Street, Chennai, 15 March 20. Dear Lily, my birthday is on 20 March 2024 and I shall be very pleased if you could come to my birthday party. We are planning to play interesting games, music and dance will also be there. My mother will prepare a chocolate cake and snacks. We will have lots of fun. Sheena, Deepthi and Anu will also be coming. I am sure you will have a very enjoyable time. I shall expect you about 6 p.m. Your loving friend, Lijo. The Angels School, Shimla, 20 August 2022. Dear Papa, you will be pleased to know that the results of my first term examinations are out. I have done quite well and scored good marks. I miss you all and want to meet you soon. My studies are going well. I promise to do well in my coming term exams also. I study regularly and follow my routine. How is mommy? Give her my love. Does Goldie miss me? Your loving son, Lijo Joseph. Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born in Germany. When he was in elementary school, he already knew maths and statistics. When he was a boy, he pretended to be a great scientist. He loved school but not the teaching. His life at home was hard. His father had lost his job, so his family lived in poverty. He would not pay the rent for his house. So they left Germany because immigrations and went to Italy. Einstein finished high school and went to college in Switzerland. After college, he began writing about science. He did not achieve success in an instant, though at first other scientists did not approve his work. They thought he was a failure. It was a slow and gradual process to rise to the rank of an admired scientist. Soon, fortunately, some people started noticing his work and he began to get recognition. He never tired. He thought it was his duty to keep working. He had to overcome many barriers before he became famous. Rising to the rank of the great scientist was a slow process. Many people now know about the great things he had accomplished. He will always be remembered for his important works. Vocabulary and comprehension. Learn new words, their meanings, and correct usage in sentences. You will find all these words in comprehension. Abandoned, deserted, unoccupied. Adjective. People returned to their abandoned houses when the flood water began to recede. Ancient. Adjective. Belonging to very early times. Many great kings like Ashoka ruled India in ancient times. Blaring. Verb. Sound of something very loud, honking, blooming. You can hardly study with loudspeakers blaring slogans around you. Corrupt. Verb. Moved slowly to enter without being noticed. The thief crept into the rich man's house through a window. Disperse. Go away. Leave. The crowd dispersed only when the police arrived. Elderly. Adjective. Senior citizen, aged old. The elderly man sitting in the front row was an old army general. Extinguish. Verb. Blow out, put out. Not less than 3 fire engines were needed to extinguish the fire. Focus. Verb. Pay attention to, concentrate on. He focused his attention on the meaning of the poem. Grand. Adjective. Superb, impressive. Big. The Taj Mahal looks grand in the moonlight. Gust. Noun. Blast. Strong wind. A gust of wind blew my hat away. Multi-story. Noun. A building with many floors. Abroad, a multi-story has a big car parking. Neighborhood. Noun. A place or area or persons who live around you. Noun. I thought the neighborhood was clean and friendly for us to live. Alarm bells, danger signals. During the war, science warned the people in England that enemy planes were coming. Surround. Verb. Go all round. Soon we were surrounded by happy children who wanted to eat ice cream. Trap. Verb. Catch, deceive. The pig element was trapped in a net by the poachers. Vagrant. Noun. Beggar. Person with no fixed addresses. The vagrants roam at night in search of food and shelter. Learn new words. Their meanings and correct usage in sentences. You will find all these words in comprehension. Accomplish. Verb. To finish something or some task. Shakti won a silver medal at Rio Olympics and accomplished her goal. Achieve. Verb. Earn, gain. Nobody is perfect. Everyone has to work hard to achieve fame and wealth in life. Barrier, noun. Obstruction, something which stands in your way. In spite of all the road barriers, accidents take place every day. Fortunately, adverb, luckily. Fortunately, the police arrived on time and saved the life. Gradual, a slow progress. Adjective, his recovery was slow and gradual after the operation. Immigrants, persons who move to another country. Immigrants from war-torn Syria are not welcome anywhere. Noun, instant. Noun, in a moment, a second. In an instant, policemen appeared from every side and surrounded by the thieves. Pretend. Verb, make believe that something is real. The boy cried loudly and pretended he was badly hurt. Learn new words, their meanings and correct usage in sentences. You will find all these words in comprehension. Avoid, verb. Comrades, noun. Confusion, noun. Dash, verb. Defend, verb. Deliver, verb. Endeavor, verb. Expect, verb. How, dead, noun. Mainland, noun. Mighty, adjective. Prospects, noun. Recover, verb. Settle, verb. Somehow, adverb. Sung, verb. Swiftly, adverb. Noticing, verb. Though, conjunction. Statistics, noun. Retire, verb. Rent, noun. Recognition, noun. Pretend, verb. Instant, noun. Immigration, noun.